Hello and welcome back to another episode of Greatest as Let's Play Embodied Minecraft. After last episode and we're getting lots of nice stuff like magnetism and speed sashes and stuff like that, I thought best to continue the theme of this episode and more good items. Obviously we've got a good base of Botania and Blood Magic now, but first let's just take a look at some other stuff. First of all, my inventory keeps filling up, so let's make a couple of backpacks. Did this in Season 1, but not too hard. They're over here on the right hand side, lots of different ones. The more advanced ones need bees to get them, unfortunately, but the basic ones will be fine. So, you're going to need some string, and then I think it's iron for the first one. Yeah, miners, and we don't want diggers, which is stone. They're fine. Leave them there for the moment. And I also want a replacement for my pick. The pick's pretty great, but not good at digging tunnels. Obviously only one block at a time. So for that we want a hammer. That's why I'm making some casts. The aluminium brass in there. So I've made the patterns. We just need to get a cast made for them. So let's get stone large plate, hammerhead, and a tough rod. Slightly different to the tool rod. So let's make some casts. I'll just throw those in there for now. So we've got our 3 casts. If you look at the material cost, however, it's 8, 8, and 3. Now, the absolute fastest hammer, I think, is complete Ardite, and then you speed it up, and it gets ridiculous. But I don't have enough Ardite to really do that, so we'll take the more traditional approach of using Cobalt. Now, the speed is determined by the average of the 2 plates. There's going to be 2 of these, so that's 16 already. And then this. All three of those averaged out, you get the speed, if I remember rightly. The repair material is the hammerhead, so it'll be cobalt in this case. And then you modify all of that. And the durability, sorry, is the average of the. Is it average of them? I think so. I need to check. Excuse me. And then it gets modified, or the durability, by the tough rod material. So for that one, manulin is pretty much the best we can get to. So let's start off. So we're on 8, 16, 24. And we're going to need 3 for the tough rod. So we've got 1 there. So we're going to need 2 of you. Maybe 1. Can't remember how much that's going to make actually. 1 Ardite, 1 cobalt make 2 manulin, or just 1? Yeah, I'm going to assume 2. Yeah, 1 even. So we can just dump all of that in here. And now we've just got to wait until this melts down. And the cobalt's melted. So we can already pull out 1 plate. And the hammerhead. It'll take a while to fill because it's 8. How close are we to... not far away. So there's 1 plate and the actual hammerhead. Grab the other plate. Make sure we pull cobalt out. And yeah, that's right. We got 3 ingots for that. So let's take you, drop you in. Right, so now we just need to assemble. I need a tool forge and a tool station, because this is one of the advanced tools. So let's just upgrade 4 iron blocks and 3 seared bricks. Well, I've raided a village and actually got a ton of materials, so we just need the iron blocks. Hi, villager. Have we got enough? 27? No, I think it's 36, isn't it? Because it's 4 iron blocks. And the state of my iron reserves kind of indicate that I do need to actually go mining. So having this is kind of useful. You'll see why a little bit further down. So go. Tool forge. Right, there we go. We've got the more advanced tools. We want the hammer. So go, and just because Alan Rickman's funny. So we're definitely going to put auto repair on it, and we're definitely going to have both speed and fortune. I'm not. Some people just use hammers for clearing, and if you want to make a clearing hammer, you can either go with this auto repair or you can make an electric version. I may well do that. Sorry, this one, an auto repair or an electric version, and then just redstone. But after 20, it's 23, 26, something like that, you don't tend to get much more speed, or you don't tend to notice more anyway. So, for the time being, I'm definitely going to add some redstone. Maybe a couple of modifiers worth, so that would be that'll do. Oops, wrong chest. We definitely want to add another modifier, so let's take a diamond and another 9 to make a block. If you're willing to do a block of diamond, you can get another. I haven't got enough diamonds yet. You can get another modifier still by getting a block of diamond and a jeweled apple, but yeah, I don't have enough yet. Block of diamond and a golden apple, sorry. However, I do have quite a bit of lapis. Not a great amount, but let's see how far this gets us. Okay, so let's just go and upgrade our hammer. Just like before, we can just drop everything on it. There's... Okay, so... There we go. No modifiers remaining, so let's just add another one. and lapis. So this is going to take us, yeah, just over halfway up. Losing 1 and fortune 1 at the moment. Could do with some more lapis to improve that, but this should be pretty amazing as it is. Let's go and hit something. We're at level 30 because I need iron. Been that way, let's go this way. Yeah. And let's just configure these. Is it shift right click? Okay, so if I look at my inventory, I got 33 cobble. 42. Why not working? Is it the other one? I think it is. It's definitely pulling in there. Oh, it's only after 1 stack, isn't it? So, yeah. I'm quite happy with that speed. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, there it is. It's starting to fill after 1. That's fine, as long as I can keep a stack just in case I get to lava. This doesn't deal with earth, however. You have to make an excavator for that. Something I normally do, but normally do it when I'm clearing out terrain around the house. But I've got a better way to do the terrain around the house. With, I think it's Botania or Blood Magic. One of the two has this ability to terraform land. So definitely have to go through that. Anyway, I'm not going to do more of my mining on camera. Instead, of this thing, we're going to make more tools. So let's just get rid of those for the moment. What did I find? I wanted to make this pyroclast pendant. I guess this depends whether I actually have the materials. Might have that. Don't have any melon. Fine, I'm gonna have to. That's gonna require other stuff as well. I'm gonna have to come back to that one. Don't have the melon, unless there's any easy way of creating. I don't think there is. Yeah, I can get the seeds, so I can make them easily enough from a carrot, which I can get from a village, so that's straightforward. But I have to come back to that bit. What else are we going to make? Well, one of the things I actually do think I have the materials for is more sigils. And I've only shown you a couple so far, but as you can see on the top right, there's quite a few. Some of the more useful ones are the Sigil of Green Grove. So as you can see, it's all looks quite straightforward. And the Sigil of Holding, again, looks quite straightforward. So let's go and make the Sigil of Green Grove first. I want a few saplings. I want some of cane. And I'm just going to need some cookstone for that, aren't I? So let's grab you. And I'm also going to need to pull my orb out because it's pretty much consuming everything in there. So yeah, about 20k. So we're just going to need some more blood. This system's working fine now. I just need to do more sacrifice runes to make this a bit more efficient. It is Yeah, 7k. I mean, the capacity for each altar is only 10k, so it wouldn't give me that much. Maybe I could sacrifice more often. So it'll take time to transfer over here, I think. Yeah. So first things first, flip the lever. Inside this turns on the how to put this? It basically has a filter to pull out automatically any runes when they get to the second stage. So if I put something in that chest, it's going to get pulled into here, and you can do whole stacks at a time of this if you've got enough blood. It's going to go stage 1. There might not be enough in this altar actually. It's not. Oh no. There we go. It actually went to stage 2, I believe. Yeah, I get pulled out. And you just set the filter to whatever you like. If you want little level 3 ones, just change it to that, and then you can use it to make stacks at a time. I am going to need a level 3 one as well, so yeah, best to do that as well. Okay, so Sigil of Green Grove should be quite straightforward. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Here we go. Now, this has an effect kind of like bone meal. If I'm just standing around here, this doesn't help when they're all grown, really does. Okay, let's just get rid of some of these to demonstrate. There we go. So I could bone meal these, but who wants bone meal? Nothing really much happens, and when the sigil's off like this. But when I turn it on, and you can see if I do this, you'll see it starts to drain out of the network. It's not a very fast drain. That's a whole lot better than getting bone meal. I mean, just look at this. It's like less than 1,000 LP. And if I want to turn it off, just right click again and it's off. But these are starting to consume a lot of inventory space. So the idea of the sigil of holding is that you can have one inventory space with lots of sigils, and you can keep them all on or off independently. So how much have we got? 5,000. That will do. I want to flip this off because I need a level 3 one. In fact, will 5,000? That's level 1, 2,000. Yeah, I may need more. Oh well. Oh, really? Right, it's going to run out, so I'll be back when I've got 5,000. There we go, 9k. So, this shouldn't take long. Phase 1. Phase 2. And phase 3 shortly. More chickens coming in. There we go. Cool, so to make sigil of holding, straightforward. Well, that was right. Yeah, of course. Thankfully, I had an extra slate. There we go. You used to hold several sigils. So, all of... wow, do I get to absorb? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I think everything is now in there. By the way, I was just shift right clicking there to get through them all. All the ones in my inventory. So if I now want a divinational sigil, I shift right click and I can see that. If I want my air sigil, working fine. And if I want my sigil of the green gove, it's on. And note that I can switch and it's still on. So be very, very careful because you can use up all of your LP just by having things on when you're just walking around. So just bear that in mind. But most of the time I'll want that for my air sigil. Cool. What else? What else do we deserve to do? Well, one thing I didn't or forgot to do is make the Fallen Canade, which is the regen, which helps with the sacrifice side of things. If I need to emergency sacrifice, I am missing yellow mana or mana petal though first. So let's just go and see if I can see one of those. There's one. So addictive. I don't know how to play the start of games without things like this anymore. It's terrible. Where was I? Distracted. Fallen Canade. So to make that, we need this Rune of Spring first, which we're going to need water and fire, which we're going to need sugarcane and bone meal and a fishing rod and some mana steel. So how much mana steel do I have? Not a lot. Let's hope. Okay, so now I have more mana steel. I have air and earth already. Mom's betting there's going to be a recipe with all four of them. So with clearing out my inventory, let's just get rid of a lot of this stuff after I bounce off everything. Yeah, that'll have to do. And I'm going to need to make... well, that's a good thing. I have this because I'm going to need a little bit more string for the fishing rod, I think. This is cool. Come on, grow. Where's that going? Ah, maybe that's a sync issue with the server. Okay. So let's just make some string. If I remember. Ah, there it is. Okay, so fishing rod, sugarcane, bone meal. What else was needed? I could do it with an auto feeding thing as well, but that's modular power suits. I'm going to come on to that. So that's one of the sets of things. The other one is fire. That's gunpowder, nether water, nether brick. So Powder, I should have some. Nether brick, by the way, is just nether rack cooked. There we go, so that's 1, 2, 3. And it's mana steel in either case. Then we're going to need 3 saplings and a piece of wheat. So, wheat. And 3 saplings. Yeah, that's everything. So let's go and see whether this works. Sorry. Okay, just to explain this one, instead of keep dropping this and picking it back up, if you apply a redstone signal to a mana spreader, you stop it from working. You can get a redstone one, which you have to pulse manually, but this one, you can stop it by applying redstone signal. Hopefully that will do the job. So let's start out with U3. 1, 2, 3. And then it was 3 mana steel. That is everything. So as you can see, that timer is not going up. And now it is. So we're going to need a couple of living rock, maybe 3. Hope I've got enough mana for this. I may run out. If I run out, I may have to cut, but we'll see. Nearly done. Magnetism ring. There we go. Need another burst. You do. There we go. Fine. So that's the water, so let's get rid of the rest. So we want 2, 3. And it's probably going to be 3 more of those, isn't it? So while that's going, I'm just going to get some more coal anyway, because, yeah. Deplete that thing. And I've depleted it. See? Shouldn't do these things. I don't think this is gonna... Yeah, it's gonna take a while to charge. Okay, let's cut, and I'll come back once I've managed to feed this enough coal to make it work. And the eagle-eyed among you may realise that I just forgot to flip the lever back again. I know. Noob. Learn to play. And I think I've just run out. Which would be ironic. Nearly done anyway. Come on. That is done, so... Alright. So we've got 2 of the 3 stages done. So the third stage just needs a rune of spring. Okay, so I'm gonna have to combine two of these. Yeah, so here we go again. 1, 2. That should make me rune of spring. And next stage after that. Okay, that's just a petal Parker 3, so that's fine. So we can probably do that while that's making. Excuse me. So I need 2 white, 1 yellow, 1 orange, 1 brown, and they're all. Oh no, all but 1. So okay. Yellow, 1 brown, 1 orange. I'm going to need another white one, but not infused. So 1, 2, 5. 5. I need a 6th and a 7th. That was a terrible throw. There we go. We're in a spring. Easy. And that goes in there. And then I just need some seeds from somewhere. By the way, these are the night ones. I forgot to mention them, but nightshades. Couldn't remember the last part of the name. Night something, anyway. So these are working right now. Obviously dark. Those work in the day, and these work with coal. There are other things too that will generate mana, but we'll come on to those in a little bit. Where was I? Here we are. Fallen Canade. Now this one I think needs mana, so I don't think I can just plant it, I don't know, here or anything. Nothing happens. Nope. But if I plant it over here, maybe it will. Regen 3 and Hunger 3. So hello, zombie. Ooh. Potato. Thanks, zombie. Wrong with potatoes, I guess. I'd take up some of these. Nighttime, isn't it? So all I was going to do is just put them near here, but I only need emergency regen really, so probably down here, something like that. Let's just try 2 of each. I'm hoping I don't need the mana spreader, you see, that would be nice. So be those on the ends, you in the middle. Yeah, I'm not getting an effect at the moment. Might need a mana spreader, it might be just because these produce so little. Yeah, not seeing anything with that. I'll experiment a little bit to find out what I actually need around it to make it work. But it is working over there, so it may just be a mana spreader. Anyway, this is about 30-minute mark, so that's kind of a good point at the end of the episode. It's just been a tools episode, really. But next episode, we're definitely going to have to, because I can now mine an awful lot. Ooh, are these mature? They are. And in fact, if they work with a sigil green grove, that would be amazing if it did. Nope. Oh well. So next episode, I'm going to do 2 things, I think. One is that this stuff down here, well, it's pretty awful, isn't it? It's manual, and who wants that? And I have no sorting system. Now, Normally, you kind of do those in 2 separate episodes, but I think we can kind of compress them. Ender.io is pretty good, and I think it's largely going to be the same thing, really. It's just going to be making Ender.io conduits. So I'm definitely going to have to do some mining in between the episodes, just to get lots of iron and lots of the other materials Ender.io needs to make this sort of thing. Which shouldn't be too hard. It shouldn't take much time in the episodes. So yeah, sorting system and probably upgrading the ore processing system so that works automatically through the sorting system. Try to compress that into a single episode. It may take a bit longer. Previous seasons I've done this with extra utilities. What are they called? Pipes, transfer pipes. These sorting pipes. There's an equivalent in Ender.io, but it's just a filter called existing item filter. It's kind of equivalent to these sorting pipes if you remember those, and if you remember the filter pipes as well. I've used those in the monster series as well as the sorting pipes, so I really like them. But because Ender.io is new, you guys probably want to see all the new stuff, so new stuff it is. Although I do want to actually check some of these. These look quite good. I haven't actually used before, so maybe we'll get to those at some point. And you give me some more diamonds. Yeah, emeralds. Okay. 1 hammer, 2 backpacks, and a full grenade. I will also hunt down, if I can, more baubles to wear for next episode or the episode after. Thanks for watching.